Hello YouTubers, today let's look at Pitru Paksha. What is the significance of this time period? Pitru Paksha is a 15-day period when we pay homage and gratitude to our ancestors. Now, as we know, the lunar calendar is read differently by the northern Indians who read it as Purnima Anta, which means at the end of the full moon or at the end of the Purnima, as against of the southern Indians that read it as an Amavasya Anta, which is at the end of the new moon or at the end of the Amavasya. But of course, both the groups celebrate any given festival on the same set of days. So according to northern Indians, Pitru Paksha falls in the lunar month of Ashwin, beginning with the next of the full moon day of Bhadrapada. As per the southern Indians, this time of Pitru Paksha falls in the lunar month of Bhadrapada on the next day of full moon during the dark fortnight or Krishna Paksha of Bhadrapada. So what exactly is Pitru Paksha and why is it important? As mentioned earlier, during these 15 days we pay homage to our Pitris, that is, our ancestors. After all, who we are is greatly determined by our ancestry and our genetics. It is an important fact of our life that our genetic memory plays an important part in not only how our bodies work, but also how we take action and conduct our daily life. That is, our karmas and samskaras, which are the karmic memories. It is because of our genetic memory that when our cells regenerate, they do so in the same manner as the previous ones. For example, even if our eye or skin cells regenerate, the color of our eyes or skin continues to remain the same. Even karma is closely related to this form of memory. I am in the process of creating another series to address the topic of karma, and in that we will look closely at the relationship between karma and memory. But for now, it will suffice to say that given this important connection between our ancestral memory and our daily life, it is important to pay homage and our gratitude to our ancestors. Also keep in mind that these 15 days are considered inauspicious to start any new venture or for other types of worldly actions and material prosperity. So there is not much auspicious to do in the outer material world, and it is time for us to turn inwards to what constitutes us, our ancestry, our lineage, what brought us to this earth, and why we are here. Typically, in the Hindu culture, note I'm saying culture and not religion, since Hinduism is truly a way of life and was never meant to be an organized religion as we typically interpret the word. So typically in the Hindu culture, a special prayer called Shraddha is performed each year on death anniversary of a person. Usually these prayers are performed by the son for his parents, but these can also be performed by daughters as well as other close relatives like brothers and sisters. But there are times when the actual death date may not be known. This can particularly happen in case of great-grandparents or even grandparents in some cases, where their exact death may not be known. In all such cases, this 15-day period of the Pitru Paksha is utilized to pay homage to all our ancestors, those that we are closely aware of, and also those who may not be very familiar to us but are part of our ancestry. The question arises, why do this? There are several reasons. For one, gratitude is the very basis from where we can even start to address all our negative karma. We know that even during a karmic cleansing session, we first and foremost give gratitude to the universe for those lessons. And where our ancestors are concerned, they are the ones because of whom we have our bodily existence. So we need to communicate our gratitude to them for providing us the genes and the ancestral lineage of which we can be a part of. Second, the Pitri Loka, that is, the realm where our Pitris or our ancestors exist, is supposed to be in between the Bhuloka, that is this earth plane, and the heavens or higher dimensions and realms. So when we pay homage and give gratitude to our Pitris, we receive their blessings, and their blessings paves way for our prayers to reach further heavenwards to the higher dimensions. The next question that comes up is, how do we pay this homage? Now, there are well drawn out rituals that can be performed, but for most of us who live outside of India, it is difficult to obtain all the required ingredients for the puja or the prayers. Also, many a times, we don't feel qualified or comfortable chanting long mantras or conducting complex prayer sessions. Personally, what I have found immensely helpful is to simply offer food and water to our ancestors with usual prayers. Light a special lamp, a diya, and an incense to specifically offer them thanks and express gratitude in plain language. If you knew the folks that have now passed on, then it is even more beneficial to offer them food items of their choice, the things they like to eat while living. This is not any different than if you would have someone visit your home. You would try to make food of their choice. So then, for these 15 days of Pitru Paksha, why not make food that your ancestors enjoyed and then offer them some of it to the divine and them before eating? Doing these simple prayers and offering food to your ancestors should bring you immense blessings and good wishes. In fact, many a times when people find their work stuck at some juncture or their life being stuck in a rut, many of those times it is believed that the ancestors are not feeling content in their realm. And due to our genetic connection to them and our Pitru Run, that is our ancestral debt, it is bringing us problems and difficulties. So these gratitude prayers, food and water offerings, is a great way to reduce one's ancestral debt. Such rituals to honor one's ancestors exist in all ancient cultures. All ancient cultures knew their connection with their forefathers and believed in honoring those that have passed on, but at some level continue to still live on through us, through our genetic making. So even if you do not necessarily follow the Hindu customs, I would suggest to still utilize these 15 days of Pitru Paksha to offer gratitude to your lineage, to your ancestors. All these prayers that are conducted during the Pitru Paksha help in reducing Pitru Run or ancestral debt or ancestral karmic debt. I would strongly suggest that please do not do these offerings as a mere way to reduce our debt and benefit our life. Do this with love and true gratitude for your ancestors. After all, who you are, your current bodily identity, is all because of them. Love them, thank them, and offer them these prayers as a way to cherish them. There is one more point I want to mention, specifically for those who perform Shraddha, which is the special prayer puja that people perform on the death anniversary of a loved one. Even if you perform Shraddha, it is still beneficial to perform this homage during the Pitru Paksha, since you will obviously not know or be able to perform these prayers for all your ancestors, not just your parents or grandparents, but for all the ancestors throughout your ancestral lineage. Performing prayers during the Pitru Paksha allows you to pay homage to this entire ancestral lineage. Remember that karmic debt is one of the key types of debt that we carry, and it is not possible to attain moksha without paying off this debt. Even though divine blessings and grace can eliminate all forms of karma and clear all our debts, Doing these prayers and showing our gratitude to our ancestors is a very simple and effective way to not only show love to our forefathers who continue to live through us, but also clear our ancestral debt, our Pitru run, all in one go. I hope you have a wonderful Pitru Paksha this year and will emerge from it with great ancestral blessings and goodwill. If you found this information helpful, then please consider subscribing to this channel for many more such videos that demystify Vedic culture and practices. I'll be shortly starting a series on karma to explain what it is, how it impacts each one of us, and what we can do to address it. And yes, do remember to check in the bell icon so you are notified as I upload new videos. Also, while at it, do check out our books on healthy and holistic living. Also, we now have 4 of the key Upanishads, Kena, Prashna, Katha and Mundaka Upanishads, available as electronic books for ease of reading and reference. And yes, these books are in English for everyone to easily benefit from it. We have them priced very low so that people can easily obtain them and benefit from their wisdom. Check out the links in the description box below or simply visit fastread.ca to view the entire collection. If there is a particular topic that you would like me to address, then do let me know in the comments box below or via my website maitreyiparadigm.com. This is Maitreyi Gautam, and I wish you a wonderful and blessed rest of the week ahead.